Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and it's that time again. That time is XCOM Needs You, XCOM Long War mod. We've had a couple of days missed. I'll be completely honest, my system for recording Long War tends to be do it in batches, but I know when I'm getting too tired or whatever, I don't want to play Long War because it's one of those games where if you make a mistake, it really impacts your gameplay and can end a series very short. And also, I know you'll all rage at me for making a mistake because I'm tired. It will happen, and it'll be silly. So I'm like, no, I will step away. It's better to have a missed day than end up cutting the series short because I got Matt's killed or something. And, well, it got to one of these things where I was looking at the game, and I was like, you know, I could play it, but I'm a bit tired. How hard's it going to be? And I loaded it up, and had a look, and I saw this. We now have 2 more UFOs flying high, trying to destroy our satellites. So the basic point is, we've lost, like, what, 2 satellites already? We're going to lose 2 more. I think that's... Was it 4 now in total with these? Or is it going to be... was it 1 we've lost so far? I don't know. I think we've lost 2. So this is going to be 4. So that's going to be... 4 times 140, which equals 580 bucks. Is it? No, 560 bucks. Which is a lot of money, to be completely honest with you, especially when we're meant to be saving up for more planes. I guess we could buy them immediately after we get the US covered, because that will give us the US bonus for cheaper planes. But it means that after these 2, we're going to have to build 2 more satellites very quickly. If we actually have a look at launch satellites, we have 2 available, so we need another 1. We need another 1 spare as well. So if we expand the event list, I believe we've got... Yeah, we have... Oh, come on, show me my satellites. Expand. There we go, got 2 more on the way. That means including a spare, that is to be noted. So we're going to have to build another 2 satellites. These 2 will come in, but we need to build another 1 quickly. Ish. It's just going to be a mess. And I looked at this and I was like, I'm tired. There's no way I'm dealing with this. Oh dear Lord. So I've come back to it. I'm sorry we've had a couple of days off. And we're going to try and attempt to sort out what is currently... not so much a mess as first year uni student who's been during Freshers Week's room. It's basically beyond pigsty level of shit right now that we've got ourselves into in terms of the air war. I don't know if this is because I've got my interceptors down. I assume it must be, but I didn't think there was anything like this in the game. If so, this is possibly the worst streak of luck possible ever in Long War. This is insane. This is truly insane. Two days minimum to start with. I think honestly we need more laser cannons before anything else. By the way, we just did finish our sniper as I loaded the save, so you didn't get to see it. We finished our sniper. We also got an offer for like 1 engineer for like a bunch of stuff, and I was like, no, just be silly, no. So if we have a look at what's currently going on, I want to have a look at our facilities. Lab, workshop, alien containment, that's fine. Research, 1 day to xenoneurology, also good. We also need to buy some chem grenades, but you know, that can wait a little bit. I'd rather get them sooner though. We need chem grenades, laser cannons, and above all, it seems satellites. We're definitely going to be taking a dip here, and this dip is going to affect us through maybe another month. I think we can pull it back, but it's going to be a month where we've had very little in the way of funding because we've spent it all on satellites. This is basically playing a month with no funding in the amount of money we spent on satellites, so it kind of really sucks massively. And that's ignoring the panic effects. So we're going to have to try and play this one as carefully as possible. Oh dear God, this is going to be tough. I wouldn't mind it if it was something that, you know, was directly like my fault or something, but having all these UFOs at once, I didn't know that they would jump down on me. Seriously, does anyone know if this is a thing? That because I have my interceptors down, the UFOs all come to play? Or is it just I'm just stupidly unlucky? Like, this is insane. I've got enough fucking Rocketeers. Surely we could just all get them outside, standing and pointing upwards, and we'll probably hit something. I've got enough Rocketeers to cover from here to Cambodia. Probably go that way to... My geography's really poor. Let's just scan. Satellite. Wow, I did not expect that. That is so surprising. That is so surprising as well. Fuck this game sometimes. We have 1 in orbit. 2 available. 2 being made. Now, there is an option here, is that if we get another UFO flying high, we could either intercept it if we get the chance, or we could let it kill that satellite and then just screw Asia. Asia's, like, this is a problem. India might just flip out on us and disappear. It's a possibility, but we still get the bonus for Asia no matter what, even without satellites. And it's a lot cheaper if we just ignore the air game here, which is possible. We could just go... Yeah, I know. They shot down everything and left. We could just ignore Asia, lose the satellite, lose Asia even, go to America, get that, then grab somewhere else, and we've got the bonus for Asia. Like, we don't need to be here. It gives us money, and that's why we're here in the first place. We started late. That cost us money, but we could just literally say, screw Asia, GTFO, our base would be here, but all our interceptors could be other places. That's bonus power. This is extra money. Now, the thing is, like, extra money sounds really good. It's a 30% flat rate on anything you earn through the council. However, the actual provinces in Africa, the nations are... Shut up. The only like provinces, nations that are there are really low tax base. You know I've been playing too much EU4. A really low income. They pay very little. So going there and getting the 30% flat fee, first of all, sucks, okay, because you just don't get the money. But going there after somewhere like America, especially after America and Asia, like my plan was Asia, America, Africa, 30% flat on top of those two is just brilliant, but I don't think it's an option to really stay in Asia. We'll see. Honestly, I'm not actually going to build the satellites because I need the money to start upgrading things. I need those laser cannons more than I need more satellites right now. A satellite pays itself back in 2 months? Yeah. You know, that's ignoring the panicky effects. Now, let's look at covert ops. And we can't do a sweep or anything. So... I guess we just continue. We can build arc throwers. Assign new research. Yay. Oh, also arc rifles, which disable alien weaponry, allowing snipers and... Okay, so it's a sniper and scout weapon that can disable alien weaponry. Possibly useful on scouts, but my snipers I tend to want the damage. Might be useful for a scout though. Now the question is what to pick next, and honestly... I'm pretty tempted to like go straight up the armor track. Now, ignoring first level armor and going straight to carapaces are probably a good idea. The alternatives are stuff like do a couple of autopsies. Xenogenetics will allow us to do some gene mods. I'm not a massive fan of the gene mods. I'll be honest, they kind of suck quite a lot. They increase your time you spend out fatigued and give you very minor bonuses. And of course, they cost money and stuff to implement. They take your troops out for 3 days or whatever it is while they're done. If it was just the gene mod itself, no money and no time involved, it might be okay. But with the money and time involved, I'm honestly like I'm massively not a fan of gene mods in this. It's just like I can spend that on something better. I mean, for like Pete's sake, you can take Melody, you can sell the goddamn stuff for it's like gold. It's probably better than gold, but you know you get the point. You can also make mech troopers with it, I guess. So gene mods really not that quite good. They kind of suck. And yes, those of you who are screaming, oh, but the one that makes you go invisible is amazing and overpowered. Yes, it was overpowered. It was taken out of Long Haul. That one doesn't exist anymore. I also elected never to use it in vanilla because it was so overpowered. I think we'll go alien materials. Sectoid autopsy would be useful, but not enough sectoids. Alien materials, sprint straight up and get some carapace. We need another tech after that, but we'll have to soldier on. If we have a look at engineering briefly, just to find out how much it's going to cost for a lot of stuff. Not that one. Arc thrower, 100. Arc rifle is 60. Only 60. Can disable alien weaponry. I hope that's all the time, otherwise it's a little bit dodgy to use it. Possibly useful. Now, let's look at stuff like the Foundry. We've got new combat systems, that's cool. I might just start on an alien grenade right about now. I've got 19 bucks. I can up that to 20, actually. So look at the grey market. Find a weapon fragment. Boop. Engineering. Build by item. And build me a chem grenade. Chem grenade, chem grenade. Targeting module. What are you? Oh, that's plus crit. No. Manufacture a chem grenade. 4 days. Sure, submit order. Interceptor, which means instantly hangar aircraft list. Raven 7, rename. You are Ruffles Bond. James Bond. I'm not going to call you Ruffles, I'm going to call you Bond. James Bond. I might call you Ruffles. There's just a disconnect between those two names. Is the name Bond, James Bond, or is it Ruffles? It's like a dog or a smooth spy. You don't quite know. Must be his code name. No one ever suspect. Okay, we've managed to go quite a few days. So, you know, that looks like it's the end of the terror that was the air warfare. We've got a laser cannon up, we've got a couple of avalanche missiles, and a stingray missile. So basically we've got the entire air warfare stuff covered. We don't have our full, you know, fleet, but we've got enough guys. And we're still out of money, and, you know, we're getting shit monthly right now. That is atrocious, especially for this stage in the game. It's because we've got one satellite up. Small and high. Right, so same again. We have a small, high, unidentified class, so that's probably going to be a fighter looking for one of our satellites. Now, we have one thing to say to you and one thing only, and that's die, motherfucker, die. Possibly, you know, said a few times over and repeatedly, very loudly. I'm sending a laser cannon just because, to hell with this. We could let Asia fall, actually, but I kind of want to kill it. We hit it 4 times. It did a lot of damage to us. Well, that's like 10 days of damage, 12 days of damage. But we did a lot of hits on it, so it probably won't be able to get a satellite. However, I would like to shoot it down. So I'm going to send up the Stingray missile and go aggressive. Now, the reason is, it's a fighter. Well, at least I suspect it's a fighter. It's a small and unidentified, so it's not a scout. And fighters have armor, so I think they have armor, at least if I'm remembering correctly. Which means that we need to send up Stingray missiles to the arm penetration. Yes. Surveillance indicates alien crew moving at the crash site. Intercepted saying light damage. That's going to be like 7 days of damage. Send Sky Ranger. Now, it is a fighter, but I think it's the same as a scout for all purposes of its actual landing site. Light or moderate vegetation. The enemies are light or moderate vegetarians. At least they're not vegans. Those are, they're rabid. Now let's. Well, I'm going to so get vegans flaming me. Oh well. It's the only lieutenant we've got. No, we've got Hawk Gaming down below. I think we have Hawk Gaming. Yeah, we do. We're going to take some lighter guys for this. I believe, I'm not certain, I believe it's a scout layout because it's a small UFO. I think they're just classed as small, medium, you know, and then the larger sizes. So I think we just take, you know, one rookie and some of our lower dudes. So, you know, we take people like Peter Wallace and Harv and me. You know, I actually like being a medium tier dude, not like a high tier dude. I don't want to be taking me all the time. It seems kind of self-aggrandizing. I like the fact we've got people like Stubbsy and Mats who are just beasts. They really are just beasts. I might actually just take 2 assaults. I really don't mind 2 assaults. Timothy McLean, you're going to be staying back a little bit just because you're such a badass. Be completely honest. 73 aim is very useful. Who we can take it on? We've got quite a lot of people already. And I've built you wrong. I really need to not go for damage grenades. Honestly, it needs to be, you know, specialty grenades. Specialist Eagle Eye. 73 aim is pretty damn good. So I'll take you. And then we need a sniper. So we'll take Herp Derp. Actually, it'd be kind of nice to have, you know, a decent sniper to overwatch, just in case. We'll go all the way. And we'll grab a lockdown. JMZ is on the team. Don't worry, folks. It's not JZ. He can't rap worth a damn, but at least he can shoot. We can go floating eyeball. And make items available. And go loadout. Bum 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 bum. You really expected that loadout, didn't you? It's always a standard loadout for Rocketeers, really. There's honestly nothing special there. They do the same thing over and 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 over again until you're sick of it. However, you do have Snapshot. Let me just check your abilities. I'm certain, yeah, Snapshot is the corporal ability. So, congratulations, JMZ. You get to be the first to try out our lovely laser sniper rifle. I do love the smell of laser sniper rifles in the morning, freshly off the press. With a whopping aim? Is that 118? Bloody hell. Wait, no. Yeah, that is... 118 aim is... I think that's a 100% chance to hit almost everyone. Yeah, that is. Flying's -20, isn't it? And high cover is 25 or something. So yeah, that's almost 100% chance to hit everyone. So that's pretty badass. Be completely honest, that's pretty amazing. We've got our assault, other assault here. I might actually switch Wallace out and get ourselves a scout. We only have the one scout, but we do have a couple of scouts, although 11 days and 8 days are not great. Now there's two arguments to this, right? There's the first argument is take the scout. Oh no, the first argument is don't take the scout. You might need them in a bigger mission later on, something where there won't be just 3 pods, which I think is the standard for a small UFO crash. The other argument is there might not be a battle in the next 4 or 5 days, or whatever the fatigue time is going to be. If you don't use the scout, then it's an action wasted, and that could result in someone's death from an Overwatch. I'm not averse to taking a nice person with 74 aim, so I think we'll do it. Kelsel, Athena, we will change your loadout accordingly. I don't think I need to give you all that. I think we can stick to something simple, like giving you... I'm giving you a ceramic vest, just because I do not want you to die or whatever, and having the extra armor is going to, turn out useful. Giving you a chem grenade, and then packing you with... you can take the laser strike rifle, which I guess would turn you into a semi-useful... but that's back of the lines, right? Now there is... Someone did say, why don't you give the laser strike rifle to your scouts? Because they need to be close to trigger overwatches, and the closer you are, the less aim you have with these marksman rifles. So we're going to go all the way to laser rifle. Just because I think we're going to be giving the carbine to other people. Now I'm tempted to leave you with the shotgun, just for that ability to run up and just crit someone. And your move really does play to that. You can do it with laser rifles, but honestly I don't really see the point when you can do something as useful as just run up and shotgun them in the face. We will actually give you the laser pistol though, so that you can interact in the long distance. I could do it with the sniper, but I'd rather be able to have Lord Assassin pumping out shots at distance than the sniper having to get up close. If the sniper gets up close, I've done something wrong, or I'm desperately in need of someone in the UFO. Which is, doing something wrong. We will take, however, an AP grenade. They don't come in useful much often, but it's worth a try. And a battle scanner, just so we have a second battle scanner maybe. Because I might put one on... Oops. Scout, infantry, assault. Oh, I haven't loaded me out yet. There we go. I need to have heavy laser. Not great on my aim, but it'll do, because I'm only at 88. That isn't amazing. PFC eyeball, edit loadout. You need to have yourself a carbine. Smoke grenade's pretty good. Backup medkit, pretty good as well. Gunner. Ah, we're missing a medic, aren't we? Yeah, we need a medic. I think I'm going to have to sack the gunner. Yeah, we'll sack the gunner. The gunner's pretty good. The gunner can stand up on their own 2 feet. We need a medic. And... someone like... WoW player. Down at Lance Corporal could be a perfect example of what we need to get bumped up. We'll put you all the way to a laser rifle. Without carbines anyway. Good. And you seem like... Yeah, you seem pretty good like you are. Now, the question is... Do I need a flashbang? Do I need anything else? I've got a chem grenade. Flashbangs do more negative aim than chem grenades do, but chem grenades are pretty useful for a lot of things. I believe their aim debuff affects mechanical units, whereas flashes don't. Something odd like that. And also, of course, they do acid damage. So, Now, I could change your loadout, actually, and I think I will. I think I'll go with the flashbang instead over the AP. Just APs aren't as useful these days, and it's, you know, something like a flashbang could turn out to be quite useful. And you know what? I'm going to change my loadout. My aim isn't great. Like, it's heavy laser territory, but not amazingly heavy laser territory. And now with the laser rifle, I'm like, yeah, I can get all the hits. It's pretty damn certain that you can guarantee a hit a turn. And instead of going with the shotgun here, if I flip to the heavy laser rifle, now the aim is really low, but you're getting right up next to them. We'll also switch you off to the pistol. Now, some people say, oh, use the sawn-off in these circumstances. I could. In fact, I think I will. No, heavy laser rifle will probably just do as much damage as a sawn-off. There's no point in doing it. It's only -1 aim. If I was giving something else, then maybe. But the heavy laser rifle, there really is no need to do that. Which also means that GMZ Lost can have the pistol back. Now, I'll be completely honest, the assault's going to be absolutely shocking at range with that heavy rifle, but it's better than having the shotgun. To the point where I think that giving JMZ Lost the pistol is useful. Mainly, actually, for things like squiddies, because, you know, you can't stop them getting close a lot of the time, but we do have a battle scanner. Let's launch that mission. That was a very slow Sky Ranger. Normally they speed off and they're like, you know, traveling 1 billion miles an hour, but that one took, you know, almost 20 minutes to make it to the middle of China. That's pretty long.
We're heading into China for the next operation.
Operation Fallen Hammer. Cool. Cool. Metal canisters.
We should get down there and secure the site ASAP.
Yep, cool. I'm fine with that. Let's go. Come on, loading. Loaded. Let's get this puppy down on the ground.
Central, this is Big Sky.
Right, so let's just have a quick look.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
Okay, there's a lot of map that way, though. Just to be completely honest, I didn't even hit the edge. There's a lot of map over there. It's one of these maps where, you know, with such a small UFO, I might just hit the outsider for fun. It really is. Is that the end of the? This is the end of the map right there. That's kind of amusing, because over here the map goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. There we go. There's the end of the map. Wow. It's easier just to do boop, change character to get us back. Wow, that, I've got to say, that is... It just keeps going on. A bit like U2's music career. There we go, that's your popular culture reference of the day. You won't get any others. Just move everyone up. Half covering it, but... I'm okay with that. Like, there isn't a lot of cover around here. I kind of just want to get this mission done, so that I'm certain I can continue on with the crap that currently is going on in the major strategic situation. I mean, currently we're having a bit of a hard time with that. So right, we have triggered. And the camera nicely followed them for us. That's very kind of the camera. If the camera could do that in future, I'd be most appreciative. Unfortunately, we can't make heavy cover with a lot of these guys, and having the ability to throw this smoke is going to be very useful, because I'm thinking we're going to have to deal quite a lot with that, that thin man over there. Now, if I go to here, I should be able to get high cover, and let's start rearranging our guys. So I want to get in low cover. Honestly, I think Harv needs to be closer than that, because he's going to be rocketing next turn. But it's likely that the Seeker's going to be in amongst us by then. Not really the perfect situation. I need Lord Assassin behind cover, and I don't want to move forwards. I'm going to move to here. Good. Didn't trigger anyone. Now, the problem with moving forwards or whatever is a bit unfortunate. Now, I'm going to go to there. And we could take that shot, but it probably wouldn't be a kill. And you are currently flanked, unless the guy gets closer though, in which case, well, we're a little bit screwed. I'm going to move you to there. It is light cover again, but I'll have to do. And luckily we have this smoke grenade, so it's going to affect not everyone. Now the question is, who do we not affect? And I'm saying... Ah, chem grenade. Nice image. Now I'm saying we can move her, so I'm thinking that if we dump it here... Then we try and move you. Now, by the way, your chance of hitting is only 36. It's not worth taking. I would love to be able to use your battle scanner. You come with battle scanners. I don't know why I brought an extra one. That's silly of me. I keep forgetting that high-level scout. I kind of thought you were kind of mediocre. But I don't think we use the battle scanner this time. I'm honestly thinking we pull you back to here. You are out of range of the thin man, so there shouldn't be a acid next turn unless he gets closer. And I don't think he will, because he is in range. And they don't tend to get much closer. However, I lied. He does get closer, and I don't think it's going to be a spit, but it could be. No, it's a fire. High cover. He's suppressed. Not an actual shot. And a lot of squiddies are moving. I don't think they'll get us this turn. But I think they'll be right on top of us. So, triggering them with the... Are we going to end the turn? Seriously. Seriously. Turn? There we go. Okay, so we have Lord Assassin with a battle scanner. I'm honestly thinking we keep him. He's going to be very useful. However, if we use Casal...
Battle scanners up.
Here we go. Suddenly, there are a lot of aliens. Wow, that really is a lot of aliens. Okay, unfortunately, only 6% chance to hit. I think we have to take it. The alternative is running somewhere. And run and gun, just shoot that guy. Pretty tempting. I think we maybe have to deal with... If we can get a shot on the thin man or someone. Like, to be honest... People with less shots should go first. It's very hard to know where to go in this situation because everyone has a shot on everyone. So, WoW play, you're right next to someone. Take the shot. Instant kill. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Getting an instant kill like that really opens up our possibilities. Now, I have 2 shots, so I have a 100% chance. There's 73 and 73. Okay. Take the 100. It's a damage. It's not a kill. So I think I have to go again. It's pretty tempting to take something like that, especially since it can be a kill. 73. Now the thing is, this guy's very hard to hit for anyone else, but not for me. So I think I'm going to go for it. Okay, he's really badly damaged, but not dead. And now we just have to start factoring in other things. So Harv can get the kill pretty easily on most guys, because he's got a ridiculous aim. I'm going to go for the 91 over here, getting the kill. We are playing a bit of a risky dice doing this, but overall I think we'll do fine. So moving up next to this guy and shooting him should give us... So we've got 66 there. We could end him up, out in the open, like right next to him, just end him right there. But killing off the suppression would be nice. Right, suppression killed. This allows us Yeah, we can take an 82 there. That's very nice. Floating eyeball would probably get a promotion out of it. Oh, that's a bit bad. Now, we don't actually have an Overwatch covering the front, which means that he can get up, maybe even get a flanking on floating eyeball, which would be very troubling. But I think currently we just have to worry about some other smaller things. Lord Assassin needs to take the shot, and I think it has to be a shot from next to the dude. It's a little bit risky, but we're not risking a high-value character. I'm sorry, but... A little bit worrying that you're pointing the gun in a completely different direction, but... Seems to have paid off. Now this guy looks like he's going to be falling back. He'll make the call, he'll wait like several minutes in cover and then go, oh yeah, wait a minute, I'm meant to be falling back. Just because he's a little bit of a ninny like that. Not far enough. Or was it? He jumped very high. What the hell did he go? What the hell is going on? I'm so confused right now. We need to take, I think it's our scout forwards. To there. We have to be aware of triggering other pods. That was only one pod. However much, you know, it was kind of a pain, it was still only one pod. Okay, so he did jump. He'll be here, behind this high cover is my guess. I don't mind bunching two guys up, because they're currently out of range of the dude anyway, so we'll have to move forwards, which gives us a perfect opportunity to get some reaction shots in. I'm actually going to reload, because we've got enough people who'll be covering this turn. You have snapshot, so move to there. We'll make sure you're on Overwatch. You will, of course, take the penalty, which is pretty powerful, actually. I've got to be honest. Moving and taking the penalty is not something to be taken lightly, but... Half can move to there. It's possibly a triggering pod here. This is moving further than our... I kind of imagine all our units in kind of a bounding box. It's not a box, but it's kind of a shape. And going outside the box that they've currently been in has the risk of triggering new waves. At least that's how I visualize it in my head. Now I'm expecting the Thin Man to show his head this turn, go for a shot from somewhere. He's got pretty good cover, but no, he doesn't seem to have shown his head. There is a meld canister over here, which instantly makes me a little bit more tempted to try this. So let's move over here. But no, that Thin Man seems to have fallen back a long way. Now we can see the meld canister there. Something I'm instantly going to try and grab. But I think we might end up having to sprint to get it, and that does worry me. Sprinting has nasty side effects, namely death. But we're going to sprint to there. It's a bit of a risk with our player. I really wouldn't have taken that if I knew it was our medic. But it can pay off with the meld, and we do need the money. Meld, of course, does mean money. As I've said many times, you're probably very sick of it by now, but... Right now we're starved for cash. We've lost effectively 500 this month, including the fact we fast built a satellite, didn't we? We rush bought it, so
Location confirmed.
I think this might be a turn of rushing.
Roger, Dodger.
I'm more okay with that than I should be.
Running.
Scout to the front.
10-4.
Aye, aye.
Now that Thin Man is only just ahead of us.
There's something else.
Right, there are mutants. They're up there. There's also Meld over there. Pretty close, and the UFO, which means we'll probably trigger the outsider as soon as we go for that Meld. I'm going to try and get the Meld that's further away. Now, I don't know what this means, actually. Meld has this sort of timer system, right? Meld that is the near Meld is 3 turns-ish to get to. So basically you have to blue move at each turn to the Meld. And both of these Melds are honestly a bit equidistant from the start point. This one's a lot more risky to go for. Now we know the Thin Man's gone this way, but this will trigger the outsider. Will trigger, I think, mutants, because we got the sound effect and the thingy at the same time, but it could be 2 different things. The outsider's definitely over here because there's a UFO. And this will definitely get us into issues of people running us because we triggered the outsider. So, floating eyeball to here seems a very risky move, but something that could well pay off in terms of Meld. We do have a sniper with Snapshot who can make up for my poor choices in life. Let's check. What is your move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You can make the Meld if I move to here. It's high cover.
That's what we're looking for.
Yes, I know. We've been viewing it for quite a while now. Now, I don't want a wild player on the front line, I'll be completely honest. You need to not be our first liner in these circumstances. I'm actually going to establish a bit of a cordon back here. The idea is to grab that meld and move back and then move that way. Wild player cannot be on the front line. That is just asking for a problem. I'm going to move me to here. And I like the idea of taking this as high ground, so...
Got it.
Moving Casal to there. Moving JMZ lost. Lockdown. I think I want you to get into a position like here where you've got high cover. Now you are on the wrong side, but we don't honestly know where enemies are going to be coming from. We know there is a thin man, but other than that we do not know which direction we're coming from. We have got a lot of Overwatches set up, so I'm pretty secure in doing that. It's a little bit risky, of course, but most things in life have a certain amount of risk involved. Now... Right, the meld has decided to shut off the turn. We're going for it. So this meld has probably... One more turn would be, you know, pretty certain. 2 is probably likely. So I feel we can get to this meld in 2 turns. Floating eyeball, a dash to here would not be remiss. Oh, but you have spotted someone. And who is it, my dear? Who is it? It is in fact that thin man. So I think we are fine on that front. That thin man is injured. The aim debuff is going to help. I think... I won't move Mal player to there because it's possible he could come around and try and get a flank. It's unlikely from that position, but it is certainly a possibility. But I feel I'm pretty confident in having you know, a couple of guys moved into position to cover that sort of eventuality. Now, if I move myself up to here, it is only light cover, but it does advance us towards that meld. And, of course, UFO and probably mutants. Putting the assault in the front line for this one seems a sensible idea, and going here looks like if I trigger anything, it won't be too bad because I have a nice line of sight. Puts me in a nice position for the meld, and also allows me to find out what's going on before I move the rest of my squad. So yeah, here we go. Outsider. But I'm in high cover for him. Now, I'm going to go for... High cover there has the possibility of being flanked, so I'm not going to do that. I have to go high cover down here. Now, this does have the side effect, the very bad side effect of being only light cover. There is a possibility of moving to here or somewhere. Something that I'm pretty sure I actually want to do. Or taking cover behind the meld. Taking cover behind the meld is actually pretty tempting. It could get shot, in which case we lose the meld, but it actually puts me in a really good position, close. It's a bit too nice of a position to really ignore. Moving half to that high cover over there is pretty good. And now, 93% chance. However, I have to be aware that there is that thin man over there. Gonna choose to move up. I'm gonna take the aim penalty and we're gonna go into light cover here. And I can get shots on both sides. Now, there is no point really shooting him. I mean, he will regen only part of it, but this is a permanent and it's a nice debuff and it stops having to worry about this guy. He's still alive, but I still feel that was definitely the right choice. Giving you an Overwatch is probably a good idea. Unfortunately, no Overwatch is against the guy behind the meld. But he's choosing to move up. We're giving us a shot with Wild Player. It's about a 50-50 chance, I believe, on this one. Gets the kill. Very nice. I'm actually kind of pleased with how that went down. Wild Player is, of course, the veteran of a few engagements. He's not our most experienced medic, but not by far. But he's definitely coming up in the ranks now. Lord Assassin only has a 12% chance. Like I said, giving him the heavy rifle does have that negative. However, ballsiness has played off. 7 meld. It's gone down. It was at 8, actually. So we are depleting the enemy's supply. So those of you who don't know, the aliens actually have this supply counter. The more missions and stuff they do unopposed, the more things you do without shooting them down, the more abductions and stuff, and the more, you know, UFOs that get to fly around unopposed, then more the supply limit goes up. The more you intercept them and shoot them down and kill them and get their stuff, the more it comes down. So now we've gone from being up to 8, I believe it was, and now back to 7. Less meld for us, but it means that we're going to be basically not having the issue of, you know, eventually the aliens attack your base, which happens, you know, multiple times if you let the counter get too high. So basically, meld is basically this, it's an elastic band of difficulty. It allows you to get, you know, if the aliens get too far ahead, you're getting a lot of meld for them, which is money, you know, meld and money. If you get too far ahead, you're not getting that much meld. It's an elastic band, and it's a very nice system. I do very much appreciate that. That is one of the lovely things that Long War has added, that it honestly is a beautiful system. It works just how it needs to. It needs to be in vanilla, in my opinion. Now, not great odds. Definitely not great odds. We could unleash something like the chem grenade. I don't know whether it would affect him. It would definitely be an aim debuff. But I think we take the 93% chance before figuring out what to do next. It will carry over even if he regens because it's so much damage. Unfortunately only 3 because he took the one thing and we also rolled fairly low for our damage. Not the best of situations in that one. Where could I move up to? It looks like I might have to go up to low cover. 58, pretty good. Unfortunately not quite good enough. Now, if I use a rocket with Harv, I'm pretty sure it will only destroy his cover. Now, I will do that next turn. I don't really want to just waste it on a turn where won't get much effect. However, having a flashbang, oh, it's annoyingly close. Now, I don't actually need you in that high cover. You're actually a bit pointless. I can get you a little bit closer down to here, and I think, let's check. Flashbang? Yeah, that should get you. So we move you closer.
Position confirmed.
Flashbang you. Yeah, he gets disorientated, which means a minus aim. The negative aim mouse is going to be particularly useful. We can move people a little bit up. Floating Eye will actually want to keep the Overwatch just in case. You know, you could do something silly. And I believe we need to move Harv up to here. He's light cover, but then again, we have flashed him. I'm pretty happy with that. 62. We'll take it. There we go. So he's, instead of regenerating to full health, he's only going to regen 3 points. And I think we move WoW player up into the back there. Actually puts him in the fray somewhat. And honestly, we have Anton Cassell for the Overwatch. But he is behind Meld. It is to be noted he is behind Meld, which is a little bit iffy. If the Meld gets shot, I don't think we get it. So I'm actually going to move him away. I do not want him to be targeted by that. The last one goes on to Overwatch. So we have floaters and a mutant coming in. We're going to chem grenade them as soon as we get the opportunity. Unfortunately, triggering our Overwatch, which we were going to keep. Cassell takes a reaction shot. We have one reaction shot left. I'd like it to be for the outsider, but we can see where that's going. He's Overwatching. Yep, that's actually something I should have expected from him. Luckily, we do have Harv nearby. Now, Harv's job is very important in this one. To get a nice rocket, not destroy too much. Now, that seems pretty good to me. Shouldn't destroy anything inside the ship, which is, of course, valuable to us. And if we're lucky, should destroy cover. Unfortunately, it doesn't destroy cover, but gets 2 guys in, including the outsider. Very important for us. The question is, what would... Oh, no! I was going to say, what would JMZ Lockdown Lost do? But unfortunately, nothing is the answer, because out of ammo. So we go for the reload. He's got perfect line of sight from there. I think we might end up having to do just a few shots this turn. I've got 2 shots, so I can go 58. Getting the kill on the outside is very important for us.
See you in hell.
Now the chem grenade. We can get a chem grenade in here. Alternatively, the chem grenade onto these 2. Honestly, I'm fearing the mutant a little bit more. Especially since he does have grenade and all that. But taking away his aim, I think, decreases the range of his grenade. So giving him acid is pretty nice. Now, everyone who has a shot, I think, will be taking it. 100% chance. 100% chance. I think we go for the 100% chance here. It won't be a kill, but it'll be a massive debuff. Now, what have you got? 57s. Come on. No, it's a miss. Unfortunately, not quite what we're expecting, but... Well, not quite what we're wanting. I guess it's what we could have expected. We can, in fact, move WoW player up, and I'm very tempted to do so. Getting him into a firing range and then taking a shot. He's got a good aim. 81 and 81. Someone with 1 health is very, little threat, so we're going to go for the kill. Oh, we're going to go for the wound and hopefully a kill. It was, in fact, a kill, so that plays pretty well to us. And moving someone up at this point has the risk of triggering a mutant grenade. So I'm actually going to keep Floating Eyeball back as an Overwatch. Acid mutant chooses to move, takes some damage. Moves up to high cover. Okay. Hunkers down! Okay, he's not wanting any more damage from that acid, which is sort of good for us. So, what do we do? Well, first of all, we want to open up with a rocket from Harv, hopefully destroying cover. If not, it still has enough to injure this guy.
Target locked.
No, it doesn't destroy cover, but does 4 damage. Pretty good. Now this is going to be particularly useful because I'm planning on basically running our assault in and getting the kill after. Take the shot. 38 because of the hunker down, but getting 38 against a hunkered down target is pretty big. I'm actually going to go for a steady weapon and then do every assault next turn. Yeah, I feel that's definitely the right option. Doing an assault next turn is by far and away a much better plan. Reload, and then everyone else is going to overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Gonna be a miss, massively a miss. We know how you are with that heavy rifle. You're more sort of a run up and shoot. Your Overwatch is mostly a deterrent. But he's coming back, and that's going to be a bit of a pain. So we are going to switch to the sniper. And now we can get the 60, and I'm going to go for it. This guy is a very little threat, this mutant is. He's trying to get rid of acid effect. Unfortunately, it's a miss, which is kind of unfortunate.
Target still up.
We're going to do run and gun, as the assassin intended. Move him in here behind cover and get his only shot. Oh, that's really bad. That is actually incredibly bad. It was a 72, so it was a bit risky. I could have waited it out, but maybe it's just me getting impatient. Moving up to full cover here seems like a very good idea. 1% chance. Unfortunately, can't really take that. Killing off the floater. Useful. Not as useful as if he had full health. We can move up to here. If he hooks a shot at us, he's dead next turn. It's just be insane if he did. He won't. We take a steady weapon.
Moving.
Going to the full cover here. Try and get the shot. I don't think it's going to be a kill unless we crit nicely. Holo targeting should have done that first. Obvious mistake right there. Big, big, silly mistake. I kind of forgot about the holo targeting stuff, but oh well. Let's move up to here with floating eyeball. It is, again, next to some dude, so we might end up getting a grenade, but the mutant would most likely go for the kill here. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do anything about that. Harv Hock Gaming, 70% chance. Might save our bacon. Very small chance. But he gets the hit. Unfortunately, not doing enough. Only doing 1 damage. Not quite enough to save the day. I believe it is now an Overwatch from floating eyeball. And I think we watch the death of one of our dudes here. No! In fact, he's going for a move. And we get the kill!
Bye-bye.
Mission accomplished.
Mistakes were made, but we survived. I don't think we took a single hit. Which means everyone gets extra XP. Yeah! Pleased about that. So, landing the Sky Ranger, let's find out. We've got a lot of promotions, just as I mentioned. The XP is quite stacking up. So, in addition to $50 worth of meld, we have all of these. Close Combat Specialist and Steadfast. Looking at the will, it is not a Steadfast opportunity, so it's Close Combat Specialist for that extra shot free. Paramedic or Smoke and Mirrors. I tend to go Paramedic. Smoke and Mirrors is good, I will admit. But, you know, mostly if you've gone for that. If you've gone for Steadfast, you might as well go Paramedic, which we are going to do in this circumstance. Up to 50 will now. It's quite nice. Now, our scout is getting fairly high, and I'm not used to this one. Ranger, +1 damage. Meh. Partial cover count is full. Particularly on a scout is actually fairly nice. However, allows the soldier to move 3 additional tiles. Having that on a scout is tempting. I don't actually know what to pick in this circumstance. This one I'm actually really unsure of. There probably is an optimal one, but I actually don't know what to do. So, those of you who actually, you know, played a lot of Long War and know, you know, the metagame in it, Let me know what you think of this one. I tend to think the Ranger nearly all the time is kind of a crap one. 1 point of damage is very little when you compare it to, you know, the actual difference you can do with items and stuff. Whereas, you know, stuff like this isn't possible from items. You can't do that. Like, that's for min-maxing, but there are better things to min-max. I'm thinking Sprinter. The movement is brilliant, especially on someone like a Scout who tends to be near the front. Getting a flank or something is pretty cool. Also getting to pick your cover. I don't see the point in low profile so much when compared to Sprinter. Because low profile, you know, useful for a Scout when you've only got options of partial cover and you need to be able to get to someone in an annoying place. Low cover count as full is pretty nice, but Sprinter would allow you to make high cover. Quite a lot of the time there would be high cover just out of reach. I'm kind of thinking that Sprinter would be nice. Then again, partial cover count is full. That said, when I outfit my Scouts with shotguns, giving them Sprinter is particularly useful. I'm going to take Sprinter on the basis of giving you a shotgun is pretty damn cool. Because then you will have an insane move, so let's take Sprinter. You've got 20 move currently. Oh, wow. Tactical for floating eyeball? The aim isn't amazing, but it is 2 above the average. We're gonna go with light 'em up. Welcome to the infantry. 70 aim, not bad. Not great, of course. Mats, the famous Mats, started with 75 as a rookie. You're 5 behind even with the promotion, but I still think it's very much worthwhile taking you down the infantry path if you've got an aim that's above the average. Even on the average probably is worth infantry. Assault's not as good as infantry in my books. Assaults are still useful, very useful for, you know, flanking and getting someone like an outsider who's kind of a tough cookie to crack. But in this circumstance, I feel everything is right with an extra infantry in the world. Scroll down. Ooh. Harv, Diesel Hot Gaming, a corporal, has an upgrade to a sergeant. We can give him shredder ammo. Gives him a free shredder rocket. Oh, we're going to ignore him and just go with the free shredder rocket because there's no point in the other ones. Let's be completely honest with ourselves. Up to 85 aim on him, pretty tasty. Everyone's ready to go. Nice and fatigued. 3 days, but in the case of Harv, of course 4, because apparently his officer promotion doesn't count for him. 3 days, I'm pretty pleased with the time. What do we get? A couple of damaged and a damaged. Okay, so we're going to sell them immediately, get some money back. Boop and boop boop. 60 bucks, not amazing, but it's something at least. Complete the transaction. And as soon as we get some more money, I'm going to go straight in and buy ourselves a laser cannon. Now, you might be saying, well, why don't you get an arc throw? You can grab things and sell them for money. Yeah, but we don't tend to grab very often. And honestly, kind of puts guys in harm's way to do that. It's kind of a luxury, right? And right now, in terms of money, we can't afford to be taking the risk that would cause us to get those luxuries. If we were in a better place, we could take the luxury option. Right now, I think we need to make sure we've got the air game locked down for future, which means laser cannons. But I'm pleased how that went. I did take that risk at the end there, which was just silly. I really should have switched Scout first. 72 aim with a heavy rifle is something I probably won't do again. I probably won't go heavy rifle. Getting a scat laser would be nice. And in fact, actually, I'm thinking that we need a scat laser about now. Even with saving it for the cannon, scat laser now would be useful because we are coming across those heavily, you know, high health dudes, especially things like Mutten leaders and so on, who have, you know, into the 3 bars of health. Scat laser are particularly useful for, and, you know, it also has uses when we put it on scouts and so on. So I'm going to go with that. Let's just build and buy one of them. So, scat laser. Yeah, smart gun kit. Pretty cool. No, I want to go to scatter laser. Where is it? 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 Laser. Somewhere. Scatter laser. Oh. 80? You cost 80 bucks? Wow. We do need one. Situations like that one at the end could be avoided. I think we can sell off a couple of meld. Normally I wouldn't want to be selling off the amount of meld I am currently, but I think we need to keep our game competitive, so to speak. So let's buy them and get ourselves one of those. Now, the other option, of course, is Well, how much are we waiting on for the workshop? 3 days. Oh, how long will it take to build the shotgun? Because I actually want it done after that. 11 days, good. Okay, so we'll get a rebate from that. So let's submit that. And we also would want to get ourselves a... where is it? Auto laser? Is it the auto laser? There are 2 different types. Yeah, Gatling's the big one. No, auto laser. So where are you, auto laser? Come back. Come back. 60. So you cost less than the shatter laser. Particularly useful. I think, you know, the shatter thingy, scatter laser is better. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's fine. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. Pleased with how that went. Everything seems to be fairly hunky-dory, apart from, you know, the fact that we're very low for income. We're planning to get all our stuff up at the end of the month and then switch to North America. What is the current date? 5 days, I believe, and then we'll be moving in. And let's just check our satellites. 2 available. We need 3 to be able to cover North America. If we go and open the expanded list, you can see we are 5 days away from satellites. When we get these satellites, we will immediately be launching. We'll immediately be switching craft over to protect them. And then we'll be playing a bit of a dangerous game to the end of the month where we will only have 3 and 4 interceptors for each continent. Admittedly, we don't care so much about Asia, so I'm thinking we go 4-3 with the favour of the USA. It's tempting to go 5-2, but that would put Asia at a massive disadvantage, and I do think we have to come back to Asia. And the plan from there on, I believe, is to go, once we've done that, and of course we've recovered Asia, if we go to engineering, if we go to build facilities, we build a satellite nexus there. That gives us another 4 satellites, no, 2, yeah, 4. So that's the extra one that we need to cover Asia, and that's 3 spare. That's 3 spare going to Africa, getting us plus 30% applying to both America and Asia. Really good. That gives us a lot of money. That gives us a lot of money to play with. We will, of course, require a few interceptors to really get there, and we also require a few more satellites, and, of course, a satellite nexus. That's going to be expensive, and it was going to be something that's a little bit expensive until we lost the satellites, and now with a crushing blow of losing about $500, that's going to be really expensive. That's going to put us a lot behind schedule on that one, and, of course, we do need to build other stuff. We do need to build a arc thrower. It's something that I would desperately like to actually get my hands on. You know, preferably sooner rather than later, because it does open up a lot of technologies, but honestly, we're going to have to start playing the game of money, 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 careful. If Exalt hack our money, we're so screwed. That'll put us so behind. Of course, it won't put the aliens behind, which is, of course, the issue. Anyway, I'm going to call the episode there. We've had a fairly mixed episode. The tactical game went amazing, the strategic game was damage control. If you'd like the episode, or at least like, you know, in theory, the episode, barring the downsides of it, please remember to like the episode, the video. That's the one on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. As usual, stay shiny.